All right, I have here a Medico BiLevel, just like a normal Medico, except, there we go, BiLevel. Without the twisty action. It just goes up and down, and then it's got a weird pinning T. There you go. There's all the details of what this one is. Comes with a security card and everything. Here's our key. It looks like a normal Medico. You can see it's got this. This is for the sidebar. It's just a piece that pushes all the way in. So that will need to go at the back. You've got a pretty good bitting. It looks like it's got Medico angles, but actually, nah, doesn't have the chisel pins. So there it is, key working both ways. It is a super open keyway, just a big old rectangle. In fact, I almost wish I had a much fatter lockpicks for this, like 40,000, nearly like full mil fat would actually probably be fine. There's just so much room, and I don't really have a tensioner that's the right size for something this huge that isn't for dimples. So I'm just using this bottom of the keyway bar like that. I'm going to use my standard gem, and we use that to set the sidebar at the end. So the top pins aren't anything too crazy. They're mostly standard pins. But because there's so much room in the keyway, you actually kind of get a bit lost and slip off, and simply act just a little bit tapered. Yep. We tried to overset something there. Yeah, let's just reset that. Try again. And just check the sidebar is in fact fully loose. Yep, as expected. All right, one feels all right, two. Good tolerance standard pins can always be a pain. go. All right, I think we've got all of that set. So now we can just go push on that sidebar. And there we go, open. So let's get this thing. I'll show you what's inside. It definitely acts a bit tapered. That's the second time I picked it. Slot that back up. And they're a little bit finicky to put back together again. Set that out of the way. So we've got one long screw on the back. Yeah, just took a few goes on those standard pins without oversetting things to get them to set right. Probably if I'd practiced a few more times off camera, you know, more than once, probably would have got a lot quicker, but you know. All right, now don't need a shim. Actually, let's go, the sidebar is on this side. So let's turn on the side away from the sidebar. Just slide in like so, and we will remember to catch the sidebar with our fingers. And we'll come back to the top there. It also has grub screws, which is nice, but we don't need those right now. So you can see there's this little bit trying to pop out the bottom. We'll take that out with the spring, and then I'll show a close up in a minute. So then we've got this sidebar with its two springs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So 2, 1, 2, 3. It's got just enough factory lube that kind of makes it sticky. All right, so here's the plug. So we got 5 chambers there. No, like nothing fancy on those, no milling or anything like that. There's that shot down the keyway. There's a little bit of warding going on inside, but you can see it's super open. And then we've got a space for a sidebar. And then we've got this hole for this slide carriage thing, which goes like this. So it goes with the spring in there. And then it sort of sits in. See, it likes to poke the, that's what I mean by annoying to assemble. My tweezer's gone. That spring likes to go where it does not belong. There we go. So that sits in there like that with just those little teeth visible. And then in the keyway, you're pushing on this lip here. So the key just pushes that in to the back, and which then moves those teeth across. So that's all it does. When the teeth are moved across, there's these 2 little spots here on the sidebar, which you'll see closer up, that just latches in like that. So not a complicated sidebar, more of like a check pin. Trivially easy to set as long as you know it exists. I mean, if you didn't know it existed, I guess that would hold you up. You'd be in a full set looking for counter rotation and you would not get any. But yeah, as long as you know it's there, trivial. All right, pin 1. So yeah, these have got quite a beveled edge on them, which explains why they're a little bit more annoying to set than regular standard pins. Oops. 2. 3. Good. 4. So there is a bit of an attempt at balanced stacks there. Well, they are balanced, I don't know. Let's get the last one from the other end. Oops, is a mushroom, which I guess I said early enough that it never really felt like a mushroom. All right, and that's that. So you can see there's that sidebar groove down the side there. There we go, M, B, kind of can't really see that, but Medico. And so here's our pin close up. So they've got this like deep serration on them, but you have to overset it a fair whack before you're going to hit those on most of these. This one's not bad. You might get that. And they got that bit of a bevel on top. It does make them a bit easier to overset, which I did do more than once in those early attempts. Got that nice bevel on the key pins as well, which makes them act a little bit tapered. Mushroom driver at the back, springs, and there's those two bits that these line up into that, and the sidebar goes in. But then, like, yeah, the holes for the sidebar are in the sidebar, not in. They're not like in here, specially done. So it's a bit of a. It feels like a bit of a precarious design, a little bit dangerous. And it came with red Loctite on the screws, which is why it was a pain to get them undone in the first place. You didn't have to see that. I had to pull out the big screwdriver. But there we go. That is a Medico BiLevel. That is the first Medico I've actually picked because it's the easy kind that doesn't have just super annoying twisty pins, which I have not put in any effort into trying to understand in a very long time. And the last time I did, it just made me immensely frustrated. But I'm a much better picker than I was then, so I should give it another go at some point. But that's on the list of many things that I need to give a go. Too many projects. So also last final thing, this was sent to me by Iona, and he also sent me this little Legion padlock here. Now this thing is mighty secure. I mean, just look at this. Let's just get attention tool. Oh, there we go. And it's open. Doesn't even need picking. Open. I've been wanting one of these sort of padlocks that just opens for a long time. They're very funny. They're just so terrible. So thanks for that. Thanks for the Medico. And thanks for watching.